Guys, today, very special episode because I've been wanting to podcast with these guys a lot. I like them a lot. We were talking before this, and they get my references and I get their references, which is really a nice breath of fresh air. But today we're with the Uneducated Duo Podcast. Facts. Yeah. Sorry, that's just the facts.
No.
We're with Gerald and Pablo, and just a quick question too. What was your guys'? Did you have another title before Uneducated Duo?
Yeah.
Cool.
We had ideas that we were spitting around, and originally we wanted to go with Uneducated Opinion because then it made us even more like aloof. You know, you could be like, "Hey, bro, that's just our opinion, and we're stupid."
Yeah, we don't know shit.
But somebody stole that name. Somebody already had it.
Oh, someone already had that.
Yeah, so we just went with Duo.
That's the worst part when you feel like you have a whole plan, and then you look on Google or something. There's like 5 of them. It's like, what?
No, you know what's the worst, honestly, is like if you have the ambition to do it, right? Because I had the whole idea, and I really tried to get other people to do it. I was like, yo, I want to do a podcast, bro. I can fucking do it. It's not that hard. And nobody wanted to do it. And I was like, dude, don't be a bitch, bro. Somebody do this with me. And everybody kept saying no until I asked my cousin. He was like, I'll do it. And I was like, fucking
hell yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, that was the last resort. Fucking asshole.
Well,
You were the reserves though, man. He could count on you. He know you'd be there.
well, it's because people don't know, like in the family dynamic in general, Pablo's always been on the shy side. So I wasn't sure if he'd want to do a show that like
That is true, yeah.
that is very open to the world, you
I
know?
see.
But at the same time, it's so personal because you're together. You're not really like in front of a fucking audience.
Yeah, I've really grown. I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dude. Like, because that's people's main concern is like, I don't want other people to hear me saying shit. And it's like, what?
Yeah, I've been very
That's
reserved
true.
like most of my life, so I can see where he's coming from with that. But I think, you know, like that reference, I've opened up and I've become a beautiful butterfly, and I'm social now.
Shut up,
so-
Bug's Life.
It's like when they put up the picture of the flower and it opens up and it's like a vagina.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, I didn't know where you were
Dude,
going.
then you're like questioning your sexuality with plants.
You know, you see that? You never seen those videos,
I
birds
have.
and the bees, and it's like a bee, and then the flower opens up. And
The
you're like,
Venus
all right.
flytrap.
I know
That's
what
a
that
scary
means.
plant.
Yeah.
That's a scary vagina.
Oh, I have some. Yeah.
You have some?
Yeah.
Have you actually seen it catch a fly?
No, I've actually fed it flies.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
And
the
it like
little
closes and then it dies. I don't know, dude. It's like a bee, you know, when it stings you and it dies. I don't know why.
Well, they have a specific
Whoa.
way of like paralyzing those shits, right? Don't
Yeah.
they?
Dude,
Kind of
That's
like
so weird.
spider or
It's
some
wild,
shit.
yeah.
I wonder what there's bigger ones too, right?
yeah. Mine were tiny. Yeah.
I wonder how the biggest one, because I had like deep thoughts last night because I was just thinking of,
Okay.
I was thinking of like death and stuff. Like what happens when but conscious, right? Like even like cancer or like germs, if they're not self-aware, but like, because we always have thoughts, right?
Sentient.
Yeah, like
They're
do they have thoughts in a way? Do you think like because you know how like they have one goal and that's it, like to fuck up your life, like just to if you have cancer or something, you know, like I don't know, just like the stuff like a plant though, like eating. It doesn't know it's eating, doesn't know it's.
Well,
Or
PETA
it's-
isn't standing in front of semis with like fucking Venus flytraps and shit, you know?
Shit.
Yeah, but I think that's just because they can't cover the full range, right? So like people like that, your PETAs, they focus on animals.
Yeah,
And then you got
yeah.
your people who focus on plants.
I don't know.
But it does
about
beg
that,
the question because like they're living beings, but like the way we feel about it, you know, is totally different. Because I'll step on a bug, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, or like sharks, you know, they're just natural born predators, right?
Yeah.
But like, do they have hot takes about do they like IHOP or not?
Dude, bro.
No, I don't know.
Because me and my friends were talking, and we had a giant ass debate about if dogs have souls, right?
Yeah,
And I think
What
dogs
was-
have fucking souls, but
Yeah.
I guess in the Bible, like it specifically says that dogs don't have souls.
Well, I would think that anything alive has a soul, right?
yeah, some of some sort, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has
If you
to
ask
be.
a religious person, they will say no, bro. I got
Yeah.
into debates. Like,
You go hard.
they're like, your dog doesn't have a soul. And I was like, have you ever had a dog, bro? Because I feel like people and dogs, like you can feel each other's
That
emotions.
dog waits for you at
Man's
home.
best friend, bro. I think it's a very flawed system, right? Because you could be like the purest person on earth, right? But if you don't believe in God, you're not going
Yeah,
to
you're
heaven.
not. You're not gonna
Yeah,
have it.
that's such a weird thing to me. And that's always been like a struggle I've had in my life, like to think about.
You're going just to like a truck stop purgatory.
Yeah, I'm
Truck stop.
just sitting there. You die and you're like, oh,
You're just hanging out.
they were right.
Shit.
I always like the Dane Cook had a joke where he said, he's like, he likes to think when you die, you get dropped off at an airport and all your relatives are like, oh, look who's dead, sucker. Like you all wave at each other. I don't know.
I picture that Simpsons episode when like the world ends and shit, and Ned Flanders is like with his family praying, and then you got Lisa. She starts praying and she starts going to heaven, and her dad's like, hell no, come back down here.
Oh, that's so.
Damn. I like the theory where like you die and then you're born again, like you're reincarnated as someone else's baby.
Yeah.
That's like monk
And-
beliefs.
Well, I like mine's not really the monk belief because it's the stupid ass.
Yeah,
one.
you still got your hair.
You're reborn
Stupid ass.
because you're reborn, and then you remember everything from your previous life. But for like the first year of your life, you can't talk, and you forget everything.
Oh
So
yeah.
you're just crying and shit the whole time. You're like, oh, my grandparents.
They say that's what deja vu is, bro. They say deja vu is like you feeling like your past
that
life
stuff-
or whatever.
That stuff kind of freaks me out.
It
too.
does, yeah.
You can get that from anything though. Like I heard if you watch a TV show or something and like something happens, right? And then something in your life really similar happens, you'll get that feeling like, have I lived this or has this happened?
Yeah.
Just because you've experienced it in a certain kind of way.
I'm so glad to hear that you said that though, that you sit there and like have deep thoughts and shit.
Dude,
Because
it's
I've
so
done
crazy.
that before.
It freaks me out.
It does, yeah.
Like, because I don't know what happens right before you die. You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
Am I going to be scared? Or I heard it's kind of like all the endorphins and stuff. Like it's like if you're naturally high, like your mind's just scrambled before
Well,
you
yeah,
go.
you like fucking die in your sleep.
I hope you
This is
find
so
peace
weird.
in
Shot.
knowing that when you die, you're going to shit everywhere.
You're just like, you're a paramedic. You're like, the guys are like, there's shit everywhere. And then they die. You just go
That's how
hard.
death works.
How death works.
There was an episode, I think, of like Family Guy or South Park.
South
right?
Park.
Yeah, where like somebody would die and then they just shit.
This shit,
Yeah, I
dude.
fucking love South Park.
Bro.
Oh, dude, did you? Oh, that is from South Park. That's fucking Randy Marsh.
The biggest number 2.
Have you seen that shit? They're
Around his
dropping the South Park shoes now for Adidas.
I didn't
What?
see that.
I saw that yesterday and I was like, I need these fucking shoes, but I'll never get them because they're probably gonna be expensive.
What's the creator's name again? They're
Trey Stone?
Yeah.
And like Matt something.
Matt.
Matt Park.
Or it might have been Matt
Yeah,
Stone and
something
Trey
about-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are freaking. I looked up their net worth. They're like just South Park is up to like 1.2 billion.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
they're
that.
fucking geniuses.
They
so
don't
nuts.
give a shit. They
I really-
stay so current.
The dude won like a fucking Tony for making fun of Mormons on Broadway.
Dude, I want to watch Book of Mormon so bad. I want
What
to
is
watch.
it?
It's called
a
the
play.
Book of Mormon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, he won awards. Like that shit got real awards, and all it does is fucking make fun of Mormons.
like a whole religion, just shit on a
Yeah.
religion, basically.
He's like a genius, man.
They just really don't care.
Have you guys seen Basketball?
Yeah,
No.
the movie.
You haven't seen Basketball?
No.
That one's so messed. It's a concept of it's basketball and baseball together, right? But like, and then you kick a ball. And kickball also,
Yeah,
right?
kickball
And then
too.
you go to first base, some sort, and then you go to the free throw line. But the catch is that while you're at the free throw line, it's like the people on the side, they like give you the most craziest insults to try to make you miss.
Yeah, they talk shit, and when you miss, I think they get like a point. or
Yeah,
like-
you get a point and stuff. It's just it's
This
a crazy
is a
show.
movie?
Yeah.
Well, it's the
Yeah,
it's the guys who created South Park. They star in that.
they're
movie.
in the movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Those guys are geniuses.
Well, they're the kind of guys that if they want to make some shit and like they don't give a shit about the rules, they just do it themselves.
Oh, yeah.
My South Park game's been a little on the downside though. I haven't watched any of the new episodes at all.
This
Like the new
guy's like
season?
Yeah.
on top of it. Bro.
I heard it's so good. Like they're
love
just
that shit,
they're so
dude.
smart. I think it's the coolest. It's still in the cartoon category.
Yeah, yeah.
But like that's like one of the smartest cartoons I've ever seen. Like because they don't give a shit. They do every
It's what Saturday Night Live wishes it could be.
exactly.
Yeah,
Because Saturday Night Live wants to like be super current and super like satire on the
Yeah.
most recent shit.
Yeah.
But they hit and miss a lot. And with a cartoon, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
And then and they do like bias too. Like they could pick one person or something. Go like then just make fun instead of like South Park makes fun of everybody. They don't care who
Doesn't
you
matter,
are.
yeah,
They
yeah.
go. That's my favorite part about South Park.
They don't have to worry about people because it's just a cartoon.
And they were doing it back when it was like acceptable. And even now that it's not acceptable, they're still doing it, you know? Because they had like Saddam Hussein like
Sleeping with
the devil.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
Hey, Saddam. That guy's so dumb.
That's exactly his voice too.
It's just that I love how he's all vulnerable too, like the devil.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
it's hilarious
the
to think
fucking
about.
devil.
And he's like a little bitch too. He's like, Saddam, why are you like being like this? You never like this. You're not this evil.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's so awesome. I haven't. You know what's sad though? I don't think I've never watched the movie fully. 'Cause
Oh, the original
first
movie?
one, the first.
Yeah,
one.
the movie's the
So then
shit.
when they show like Kenny's face, like the blonde hair, like I love it. Dude, Kenny, who's your favorite? Oh yeah, you guys had the South Park
One
One's
gotta go.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like torn on that because Stan's hilarious because I feel like identify the most with Stan because he's not the most normal one, but his problems seem like he has a crazy dad, like funny, like crazy family.
Yeah.
His friends are just as crazy.
Yeah, they give him the most like family problems.
Yeah.
They focus on him having problems with his family, I guess. So it can be relatable if you've ever had any kind of issue with a family member.
Yeah. And then he has the Asperger's episode. Like everything sounds like shit as he gets older, but like it's kind of funny because I'm like listening to rap now in a way, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? Like this ain't how it's used. Like this ain't my rap.
Is it cynical? What's the word for it when he becomes like cynical or some shit? Where like he just hates everything.
He's like he's done with it.
He's hitting puberty.
Just
bro.
everything's boring to him.
Yeah.
Like this, and then like they turn on the radio. It's like
Yeah, they're all like, let's go watch Terrence and Phillip, and he's like, this is just fucking fart humor. But it's just to make fun of that whole episode was just to make fun of their own show because people call it fart humor.
Yeah.
So they were like, nah, I won't do a whole fucking episode about it, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to South Park. I just noticed you got Kenny.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I bought that shit at a anime convention.
Anime? Where at?
Here locally.
Here local. Dude, I want to go to like Comic-Con and like all those. Like I never went to those when they're at the what center is that in downtown Boise? I'm blanking. Like the Quest Arena or
CenturyLink Arena.
CenturyLink.
I don't think I've ever been there. Yeah, I've never been to the local one. We went to a huge one though.
Yeah, we went to Seattle.
Oh,
Emerald
damn.
City Comic-Con. Yeah, and we
Dude,
met
that's
the
so
voice
cool.
of Vegeta.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Kakarot.
It's dope, but you have to be really not outgoing, but like open-minded to do shit, bro. Because like we went to the Seattle one, and I fucking sat down and played some person's board game with them.
Oh, that's
like people
cool.
sit there and invent their own games, and they try to sell.
Oh,
them to
really?
You.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
some guy was like, "You want to learn?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah!" So I just sat with them and played for like an hour.
That's sweet.
I don't know why.
Did you dress up?
No.
No.
If I ever cosplayed, it would have to be really subtle. Like I would. You have to like dip your toe in the water, bro. I'm not dressing up full on.
I should have gone as Majin Buu.
But I'll dip my toe, you know, something simple first just to see what's
I don't
up.
know, bro. Would you? Oh yeah. You were non-Boo Black Ops for fucking Halloween.
For Halloween, yeah. But
Yeah, we had like a
but it's
Halloween party.
It's Halloween. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
I mean, you could just wear that shit. Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I wore it around the park around here.
There you go. You're
To
just a
make
vigilante.
I mean, you're not going alone, bro. Everybody's dressing up and shit.
Yeah.
You know, so.
No, yeah, it's not even about like everyone. It's about myself. It's just like I don't.
You got to
feel,
get your. Yeah, you got to get.
you know?
You have to feel
You
comfortable.
have to build that confidence in those types of costumes because like they look weird, bro. And then like public perception is so stupid because like
Yeah.
I guess don't look like someone who likes anime, right? So I had a friend who was like, "Yeah, man, I went to the anime convention downtown. It was sick." And I was like, "How come you didn't invite me, man?"
Isn't it weird?
And he's like, "You like rap music and stuff. You don't seem like you would like enjoy that." I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? I don't
Yeah.
seem like I would."
It's like a weird
fan.
thing because you put yourself out for people on the internet, but like it feels weird to kind of transition into like the real world, right?
Like if you're face to face.
Yeah. Because he's had millions of views on his like anime podcast.
Yeah.
Or no, anime
TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure a lot more people see him on there than if he went out on the streets and shit.
Yeah, that perspective's cool. Like
Yeah.
you have internet friends that know you compared to your real life friends where they don't know even your hobbies in a way. Like, oh, you're into that show?
Well, the fan thing is weird. Like if you have a fan, because you know how people have wish lists on fucking Amazon and like people buy them shit from their wish list.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would even feel about that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because there's some people when I was going live on TikTok for a while that like
Sent you gifts.
not gifts, but they would come in like regularly, right? So like I started recognizing their username, and I was like, oh, we'd have like more real conversations than when I was just talking to random ass people in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like having friends, but at the same time, it's like who's really behind the screen, you know? Like is this a fucking old ass dude? Because like I got hit on by like. You can tell they're guys in their profiles, but they like get on there and they're like fucking hitting on you and shit. And you're like, this is weird, dude.
You just got to be open to it, bro.
I guess that's what comes with it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you
Well,
just
he
gotta-
had some guy on there too, and he was fucking telling him like his life.
Oh, like
this. Oh, I know
think
who
remember
your
telling that.
sister is.
Oh, okay.
He just basically fucking looked up my Facebook or some shit.
Yeah.
Pulled out all the personal information.
Has Labia Majora contact you lately?
That's who it was.
It was Labia.
It was labia. Yeah.
That's his fucking name.
What a dude! I had my first, no, not first, but like a couple of years ago, I had my first hater in a way, but it was like a reaction. It was like I was reacting to some foreign rap, right? And this guy's like, what kind of fucking piece of shit content is this? Like, he just reacted. I'm like,
no.
I was like, I'm trying. Like, I was just being a troll back to him and stuff. He's like, you fucking suck at this. I'm like, that's why I had to practice. Like, I just kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
I love killing people with kindness. That's my shit, bro. Like, dude will fucking like go off in the comments, and then I'll reply and like give him life advice. Like, be like, man, keep going, man. You're gonna make it. I believe in you. You're the shit, bro.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna be like the best person out there, and I hope we meet. And then they'll just like not reply.
Yeah, the
That's
labia
right.
guy, he was like, you got nice flaps.
No.
So it'd be like, I'm sure so do you. With your
No, we don't get that much hate though, because we have a couple videos that have like 100K views, and the worst is like that guy took an L or.
And that's just like shit talking with your friends.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like,
And TikTok views are trash anyway. Cause like I only count like a fourth. Like I feel like if I get 100K views on a video, 25,000 people watch the video,
okay,
and 100,000 and like 75,000 scrolled through the For You and saw it for like 2 seconds and then kept scrolling.
Yeah, and really, if you look at it, like we only get like 10% of like likes.
Yeah, the likes are way
off of,
lower.
like,
I know that is always,
views.
and it's weird too. Like the difference of them just hitting like instead of like liking, like haha, and then
Yeah.
And then just scrolling. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I've done that a lot too. And then I like look through my like things. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't like that one video.
Do you feel like they have to earn it? Like, cause I've scrolled through my TikTok and I'll watch a video and like I'll be like, that was funny, and then I'll scroll one more and I'll be like,
Fuck,
and then
I
I'll
should've
come back
gave
to
him
the
a
one that was funny and like it. I'll be like, all right, you win it. You
so
got it.
weird. I do that shit all the time, dude. I'm like, yeah, they earned my like.
Yeah, they have
Fuck,
to
I
earn
forgot
it.
to give it to.
You like I'll write on a notepad, come back in a week, like, is it still funny? then you earn my like.
It's kind of bullshit, but like I do feel like they have to earn my like. Like if I
feel like-
watch one and I feel like it wasn't the best it could have been, I just don't like it.
I feel like if I watch the whole thing and then I scroll past, I'm a bitch. Like I should have given them my like because they kept my attention, you know?
No, well, sometimes they piss you off though. Like you've seen those fucking people. They're like, here's a little puzzle, and you're like, oh, okay, they're gonna solve it. And then you're watching the video, and like a minute goes by, and you're like,
Oh, that's shit.
nothing fucking happened. And then they're like, part 2, and you're like, fuck this guy, dude. I wish I could dislike those.
What's your opinion on the dislikes on YouTube, like how they took it off, or on YouTube?
They got rid of it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, they got rid of the dislike button.
I think it's better because
You think it's better?
Yeah, because if someone's gonna like something, it means they truly liked it.
Yeah.
But if someone's gonna dislike it, they don't have to really dislike it. They just have to be an asshole.
Yeah, I guess my other thing to that is like, what if someone's making this shitty ass content, but they're like, oh damn, got 30 likes instead of like they could have got 1,000 dislikes. Like, you need to get off.
Yeah, but I mean the motivation of it, right? Because we make a podcast and we feel really good about it, and then you see, oh, it got a little bit more engagement than your other podcast did, and you're like, fuck yeah, I knew that episode was hitting.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
legit. And even if our episode wasn't hitting like the way it should have been, just that small number pushes your motivation. You know, you see that shit jump up 3 people and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm on the right track.
It's like that South Park episode where that guy gets one friend on Facebook. The motivation. He's like, okay, another friend.
Yeah,
Poor Stan.
I'm cool with the dislike button going away because I feel like it's like a negative thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I hate more that they move the comment section because I always scroll to the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, where the fuck are the comments?
It's
But
like a tab, right?
Yeah, because the only time it was funny for me to see the dislikes was when I went to like Justin Bieber's like baby
video. Yeah, the most disliked video.
Yeah.
I think music-wise, it should be there.
That's true. Yeah.
Like if you're talking like
have like
people's-
different categories.
Like if people have regular content, you know, YouTubers or whatever, then they shouldn't have a dislike button because that's just them and it's for people that like it. You either don't do or you don't. But
Yeah.
like, music-wise, like because it pushes like, I don't know, just feels more like you need opinions of people to be positive and negative, so you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you'd be different people if we didn't have growing up without social media and all that? Because I feel like because I'm always on the phone, right, or like scrolling through YouTube or Instagram in a way, like at some point. But I feel like as a kid growing up, I don't know if a personality trait took a turn just because of me being on YouTube
media.
or like not having like hunger for getting likes and stuff, but just like it's a part of my brain now of like, oh, I could be getting likes on this video or like making content and stuff.
I think I would be like famous.
Really? Yeah.
Not like famous, but like
Well known.
I didn't realize that like I really enjoy making videos and I really enjoy doing a podcast until I was fucking 27 years old.
Yeah.
Some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I really like this shit. And I'm not saying that I'm eventually gonna make this something that I can live off of, right? Even though that's the hope. But like,
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. So if I was able to discover that earlier, I think it would have just increased the quality of my life. Because I've never been the kind of person who like values his phone that much. Like I fucking suck at texting. I fucking suck at like
Getting back to people.
yeah, or even like my phone. Sometimes I'll leave it like
somewhere while you
on
leave
the table, and I go fucking play soccer and do some random ass bullshit. You know? 'Cause
Okay.
Yeah, I think this fucker lives off his phone a lot less than most of us.
Ah.
And I say that because, yeah, I'll hit him up. Like, I hit him up last night. I'm like, hey, bro, give me your address. Still no response, bro, today. I had to hit up his fucking roommate for the address. So
good.
So, yeah, for me personally, I think I was a stay-at-home dad for 2 years.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And my screen time was up, bro. Like,
Oh.
so much. Yeah, I was
Does
just
it make
on
you
there
feel weird?
constantly. It does make me feel weird now that I put it down, you know, but I don't think I'm addicted to it because I don't miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does feel weird that I'm not like in tune so much because I'll go to work and somebody will be like, Russia just fucking invaded Ukraine. I'm like, oh, fuck, I missed that. I was fucking playing baseball with my kids.
Yeah.
we got lucky, man,
Yeah.
because the phones didn't really pop off until right when we were leaving high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's when they became like, you can always have it in your pocket. You can always Google shit. Cause
Yeah.
in our high school days, with their fucking flip phones, and if you had to Google, you'd be like fucking waiting, and then you have to type it out with fucking wordy or
Yeah.
QWERTY. You know, the fucking.
I will say what I am sad about is that my kids are gonna grow up differently than I did. And
Yeah.
that's because of technology, bro.
Yeah.
Like I never thought in my life at 8 years old I would have a VR set, and my kids have a VR set and shit. You know,
And as 8-year-olds, we were dreaming of like, well, that'd be cool if we could see stuff.
Bro,
now they're living our
at 8
future.
years old, I was
Yeah,
riding
yeah.
around on a scooter, like chilling by like a electricity box, just hanging out with the homies.
The green boxes.
Yeah.
It does it.
Well, how do you feel about like because people say you shouldn't try to like push your kids towards shit, you know, like let them discover themselves and what they like.
Yeah.
But I feel like you kind of have to
Mold
be
them.
the one that puts them in the shit, right? Because like if I had a kid, and I know technology is like so big, right? And fucking kids love their iPads and all that shit. But like my kid is gonna like, I'm gonna take him out and play soccer. He's gonna be on soccer teams. I'm basketball, every sport probably I'll let the kid fucking try, you know? And then on top of that, I'm gonna be like, hey, I like to go to the green belt and ride a longboard. You're obviously probably too young, so let's go ride our bikes, you know? Like you gotta get them outside, because if you don't, they're not going to discover how fun it is to do shit. You know, outside is fun as fuck.
Like technology's here, but the world's out there.
Technology you can do at fucking 7. We know when it's dark in the winter and shit, bro. But like, you only have 3 months of like core fucking green belt time to go
That's
fucking
true, yeah.
rope swing and shit,
Bro,
Yeah.
but you got to think about it, because neither of you are fathers, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So, like, it's very hard to balance life, work, and still be able to do extracurriculars without having somebody stay at home. So, like, my wife's a stay-at-home mom, so it's a lot easier because she can go out.
Well, yeah,
That's
well,
like
yeah.
her day, right? But like when you're working all the time, it's hard to like even get the motivation to want to go out and do something. You know, you just kind of want to de-stress from the fucking day. So.
You just got to send them out, bro.
Yeah, but
Like our
I do
parents
try to
did.
I do try to keep my kids like super engaged in sports and stuff, because I never got that as a kid. Like my parents didn't know like sports were around and shit. So
You got to take the PlayStation approach. Like when we were kids and like you're playing your PlayStation, then your mom's like, get the fuck off the PlayStation.
Oh, that's so
Go
true.
outside, bro.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're like, but I'm fucking, and then she's like, no, go fucking outside. And then she just puts you outside. And you
Yeah.
got to find shit to do.
I was guilty. I picked my PlayStation over my friends one day, and my mom was like, "All your friends are outside," but I'm like, "Mom, I'm playing Madden." And she's like, "Just go out." And I was just like, and I started tearing up because I'm a bitch. And I'm just like, "Mom, I don't want to play." Like, I'm just
At
like,
my house, there was rules, bro. Like if she was cleaning, like if she's mopping or some shit, I had to be outside for like 3 hours.
I hated going. I had at my grandma's house. If we go swimming, instead of like drying off in the house, she's like, "You gotta wait till you're dry, then you can come in the house." I'm
Go
like,
lay in the
then
sun.
They throw a towel on me. I'm just like, I'm cold, man.
Cold, dude. And
Then
they're
they
like,
hand me
"You can't
like,
come in."
then they hand me bologna Lay's chip sandwich. Just like have some. Like,
They'd be
damn
like,
it.
we just mopped, bro. You're not coming in here. You better fucking dry off outside.
that's crazy, bro. Yeah.
No, man, growing up as a kid, I can't admit, like technology, like we go outside, stay out till like 10 o'clock, and then that funny meme, but like watching the street light go on, like, all right, it's dark, like the street light turned on and stuff. But like this, the endless nights. But if I remember PlayStation's been around all of our lives, basically, and Xbox too. So
Yeah.
like, I just feel like, do you feel like you were born in a different, do you feel like you're born in the wrong era?
not the wrong well, it depends what we're talking about. We're talking about like my childhood.
Yeah.
No,
I
I loved my childhood because I did dope ass shit. I had fun, you know.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like where I'm at now, like goal wise, you know. Yeah, because I just wish I would have discovered like podcasting, or like if TikTok would have came out when I was a kid, you know, like I would have been making shit like that all the time because I just enjoy making videos about anime shit all the time, and it would just be.
Well, that's all of us, bro. Because like not everybody got like the Mr. Beast fucking mindset, you know. Because he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't know anything but YouTube. Yeah, because they would ask him questions. He's like, "Oh, well, I don't really know about that, but I got the fucking YouTube algorithm figured out, and I got a list of 5,000 videos that'll make people popular." I was like,
"That's what
get that shit."
Gerald, Mr. Beast never seen an episode of South Park.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's wild.
I think that's just nuts. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like I used to shit on TikTok a lot because I was a big Vine.
That's what I was about to say. Fucking so like my friends, they'll be like, "Hey, I'm fucking 29. I'm not gonna use TikTok," and it's like, what the fuck? There's no age restriction, bro.
Yeah.
I get it that kids use it, so you don't want to seem like, you know, oh fuck that shit that kids like, but it's dope as fuck, dude.
Kids are streaming Netflix. You're not gonna watch Netflix?
Yeah, every time something new comes out and it's like the new trend, the older we get, the more we're like, should I do it or is it for like kids?
Yeah,
you know, and it's like, fucking enjoy it, dude. That shit comes out for everybody to enjoy. And like you're not gonna get judged. There's fucking YouTubers who hang like fucking Jason Nash, the fucking
He's like 50
vlog
years
squad
old.
dude. He's like fucking 50.
Yeah,
he's hanging out with like 23-year-olds and
all
shit.
them.
Like you gotta just jump in that shit and do it for fun.
I agree with that. That's how. Yeah,
I think we had a golden age fucking generation, bro. I mean, I hate to say that because I'm sure all the generations say it.
Everybody feels
but
like
in
that.
our age, like there was so much technological change.
like we were there for dial up.
It was yes, dial up. That shit was wild.
We can't be on the phone if someone's on the internet.
My mom would be like, "What the fuck, Pablo? Your grandma's trying to call, and you're over here fucking streaming low def porn."
Man,
like,
bro.
I'm waiting for these titties to load. Hold on.
Shit.
Frame by frame.
I've had people
Go to
arguing
SGs.
with that, like, because you know how we think hip hop is like the resurgence of the '90s and like the G funk, the G rap, and all that shit was like super cool. So like, I had a kid recently, and he was all like, "Our hip hop's better than yours," and I was like, "No, it's not." But then I thought about it, and I was like, "Damn, it is." And it kind of, yeah, because if you think about it, like when you think of like people who are, when we talk about rap and we're like our generation's the best or whatever, you're really only talking about the 90s. You kind of include maybe like the early 2000s and that's it.
Yeah.
But like the shit evolved, you know, like it used to be all just the gangster rap shit, but now you got like your Mac Millers, your J. Cole, your Kendrick Lamar, your Chance the Rapper. It's like a whole different type of like demeanor in the music.
Yeah.
You know, and it's dope as fuck. And I was like, you're so right, because like it's like the NBA. Back in the day, it was dope as fuck. But you got to admit that now every player
We'll whoop those players' ass.
like the skill level's just higher.
Athlete.
To get into the game, you have to be just better.
It just kind of comes with the time, you know, like it's a lot easier to hide performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the point, like Wilt Chamberlain has like all these crazy stats, right? But at the time he was basically a prodigy. Like So he had like all these points, but the people he was playing were like short ass dudes. He's just block because he averaged like 15 blocks, right?
Well, I told him he was right in terms of like overall.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you pick out a legend and put him up against someone new, it's like, all right, bro, there's a real debate there. Because you pull out a Tupac and you put him up against someone else, you know, there's real debate. Because motherfucker, Tupac's got bangers. I don't care what you say. But if you're talking about the whole overall, because like there was fucking musicians. Sean Paul, dude. Who the fuck likes Sean Paul, bro?
I love Sean Paul.
Fuck Sean Paul, dude.
I love his voice, dude. I'm pretty Sean Paul and one other one. Maybe Shaggy. Maybe they both got that.
Shaggy, the raspiness. Like
they got the rasp. Yeah, I love that.
Never thought I'd be that guy that said
I love Sean.
basking in the fucking old days. You know?
I'm clipping it. Pablo loves Sean Paul.
I love Sean Paul.
You never notice how you never run out of music?
No. It's so easy to not, especially with Spotify and shit. Like you look up people's playlists. And,
no, but I mean like old music.
No. Never.
Really?
Yeah, never.
What do you mean by that exactly? Like you'd never...
No, well, okay, so as a kid, you grow up and there's artists you love, right? And you listen to that shit. But then after them, you know, there's only so much of a catalog from older artists.
Yeah.
I listen to a bunch of new shit too, but like, I feel like at a certain point, there was like 3 years of like nothing good coming out, like in the 2000s, or like 4 years of like,
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Except for
you
Nelly
can look up
Furtado.
oldies, and then oldies, and then oldies.
I just had Eminem on repeat, bro.
Just
Like
put on-
Temptations and fucking Martin
Yeah, but I'm
Gaye
talking just
shit.
rap right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Like
just
oldies,
rap.
yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
Well,
but
like rap, I guess rap too didn't really start till like 80s,
Yeah.
late 70s maybe.
yeah, that's why. And it was
Yeah.
so dominated, bro. Like it was so dominated early by you know, the big ass names.
I'm glad you clarified
Wu-Tang.
because I never run out of music to listen to.
No,
Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
Hell,
I've discovered music from like the 80s that I never even heard till
Dude,
now, and
that's
I was
my-
like, dude, this is a banger,
that's
bro.
my shit. 80s is my shit.
80s
Yeah.
music at work. I fucking figured out that if you play like the dope ass 80 playlist,
Yeah.
you get like a mix of like techno shit with like rock. It's just such a good like keep your energy up type of vibe, man.
That's what's weird about us growing up now too, or even our like younger generation. Like we have so much music right going around, but like 70s, you could tell like there had an age of disco, right, and a little
Yeah.
bit and like classic rock.
yeah.
Everyone was all rock heads. Like there was no still like hip hop, right? So like us, we have like a whole blend of everything in a way. Like where people growing up, they kind of only know that music. And I think that's why some of the older generation are so like stubborn because that was all they had. Us, we have everything to listen to.
Well, yeah, it's also weird because right back then they're like creating genres of music, and
Which
I
is
feel like
weird. I was old enough when that happened. It's so weird. to
and I
think
feel
of.
like we haven't created a new genre of music in our generation life.
I guess like EDM. No, because I guess EDM is a form of not
Well,
techno,
but it's
but
like an elevated
beat, yeah, it's
version.
a beat,
They've created new genres, but they're like new genres that are like
a subgenre.
it's like subgenres. It's like
guys, let's make a new genre of music.
this already
Yeah,
exists,
yeah,
but
we
let's
need
just
to.
make it specifically with this type of
this is
thing.
the sound of breathing.
Let's do podcast music. We'll do a podcast over a beat.
Dude, fucking kids are lucky as fuck, man. Nowadays, like, I think no matter what, each generation is always the more lucky generation because they get to do all the shit that everybody else did, but better.
Yeah, that's true. Pablo, what's your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre of music. That's a great question.
I like because like 80s.
Baby Shark, bro.
Name out an 80s band that you listen that you could last remember that you're like, oh damn, this is a banger. Do you
Rat.
remember? Rat? Oh, nice.
I just listened-
Round
have
and
you-
round.
It's an animal.
Have you ever seen have you ever
have
seen
souls.
Cobra Kai? Have you seen Cobra Kai?
No,
In the show
my whole
Cobra
family watches
Kai, he's always
So
talking
good.
about like 80s bands and shit.
Oh,
And they
nice.
play a lot of 80s music over like the episodes.
Yeah.
So like I remember like pulling up my phone with a fucking Snapchat, Shazamming that shit to see what the song was, and I was like, oh shit, it's a Rat song, and it's in my playlist now.
I genuinely don't have a favorite
that's the
genre of
best.
music, bro. Like I'll listen
Every
to
little anything?
everything. Like
From
this guy
Beethoven
said he
to-
fucking hates country.
Yeah,
But I'll literally listen to everything, man.
They all sound like Forrest Gump, bro. All I hear is like, "I love you, Johnny." That's all I hear when I listen.
my friend, I have
so
a friend that-
uneducated of you, man.
I'm just saying, dude, it's so bad, man.
The only I don't listen to country that much. I do. My girlfriend loves country. Her whole family like grew up
Oh,
like
really?
listening. But like there's like Chris Stapleton. There's this one called Tennessee Whiskey. Just it's a not a new form of country, but he doesn't have that because you know how country
Come on,
sounds.
man. Your
Yeah,
girlfriend's
yeah.
not here. You don't gotta lie to me.
No, I swear. Well, anything else, I'm like, I don't know who the hell this
Yeah,
is. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather listen to something else. It's not my first choice.
Well, there's
Yeah, yeah.
definitely one out of because like John Denver too. He's got that fucking
Country Road.
Country Road. Country Road is a dope song, but like I would never listen to a country artist. I
Yeah.
can't listen to a country album. It'll fucking
I mean, I'm gonna be
my
honest.
ears will bleed.
I don't hate any
Start
kind of
crying.
music, but I wouldn't go to like a country concert or like I'd be probably first in line to go to like a Bad Bunny concert.
I wouldn't go to Bad Bunny.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I couldn't name a Bad Bunny title.
Really?
Song title.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
Yeah, he's
too.
got some bangers. You gotta understand.
I know. I
like,
still need to. He's huge too.
Yeah.
Like he's everywhere.
You don't speak Spanish?
Nah, I'm bad. I'm bad.
Damn.
See, my grandma. I had a full Japanese grandma and a full.
Japanese?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
quarter
fucking dope.
Japanese or Okinawan, but like, my mom.
That is such a stupid ass thought right now. My what?
No, say it. Or
Oh, I was just gonna ask you, was she in an internment camp?
she
Did
was.
you know World War II? They put
Dude,
all the
she was-
Japanese in the
wow.
camp.
She was alive during the bomb though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
She was like,
Holy
I think she was like
shit.
6 or 4. I was like, damn, grandma, you got
okay.
you got some battle scars.
Because we fucked with Japan, like people who were Japanese in America, like we fucked them over, and people forget that we put them in fucking camps.
I know it's so bad. But then Japan,
I didn't forget.
never forget.
But what do I do about it?
Well, nothing. I'm just saying, like in general, you know, like how many fucking people with Japanese heritage have I met? Nobody.
Yeah, that's
Really?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wow, dude. Japan/Okinawa is probably one of the coolest places ever.
That's
You
where
been
our
out there?
cousin's at, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where our cousin's at.
Okinawa,
He's stationed out there.
yeah. I went. It's funny though. I watched the 7th Harry Potter movie there, and it had Japanese subtitles over English. I was like, whoa, this is in a movie theater. It was like weird.
That's pretty dope.
That's where I saw my first cigarette vending machine.
Yeah, I
They
want to
had
go to Japan so fucking
Dude,
bad.
they had a whole plane that's decked out in Pokemon,
wow.
like first generation Pokemon. It was cool.
Did you go to a Pokemon Center?
No,
I want to go to a Pokemon Center.
that'd be
down
so
there.
dope. The Tokyo airport's probably the most craziest airport too. Like,
He had buddies that went out to Japan.
Yeah, I got invited to go too, but I didn't have $2,200.
yeah,
to go.
it's a lot. Yeah, we see.
And that's just on flights.
Bro, the flight would scare me. Like over
That's just
the
a
ocean.
flight.
Well, their flight they opted for business class because was like a 12-hour flight or some shit.
They're trying to be bougie.
No, they were just like, I don't want to sit and like this all fucking like squished in for 12 hours, you know?
Save $2,000.
So they no, you have to, it's only like an extra $300. But I think I would spend an extra $300
That's
there
groceries
too,
for a
bro.
Yeah.
On the flight.
Oh, plus two, the currency was a little better. Like, it's not bad. Like, it's almost to the dollar, but just holding yen like a coin, it's so fun just to like go to the gas station, just hand them some coins. And
Damn,
stuff.
right now's the time to buy rubles, bro.
Just stock up in rubles.
Japan's the dream, bro. I'm hoping to
That's
go
how
there
you get
like
to Japan, bro.
in the next couple
Stock
years.
up on rubles right now.
Dude, you could just come randomly with my family. I feel like I
Guys
gotta
go all the time
gotta
or
go.
what?
They want to do another reunion because I have like over 100 cousins over there that I never really
Whoa,
met. Really,
shit.
like, and the vacuum cleaner. I mean, the lawnmower looked like a vacuum
How
cleaner
do you
almost.
speak to them? Don't they speak Japanese?
Like it's like I know a little bit, not fluent at all. Like I wouldn't even understand what they're talking, but like I know a little bit of words. But they try hard to speak English too, which is like
okay.
dope because I feel like an ass because I should be learning the language too. Like mine is like, but back to that point, like my mom told my grandmas to only to speak to me in their languages.
Yeah.
But they're like, "Hi, baby." Like they didn't do
The
anything.
national language is pointing, bro. That's everywhere, you know. Like,
ASL.
It's hard to do it, dude. My cousin, she had kids and they were speaking Spanish to them for like 4 years.
Oh,
And the only Spanish, she made it a point. She was like, just speak Spanish to my kids, right?
Yeah.
And then her kid went to preschool, came back speaking only English.
oh no.
Like he knows Spanish, obviously, because she still tries to
part
do
of-
it.
yeah.
But preschool like completely fucking destroyed his like the way he talks at home. Now he just speaks English.
Like does your kids you guys speak Spanish?
yeah.
Yeah,
Did
but I wouldn't call
Did your
myself
kids
100%.
speak Spanish?
So my parents live with us.
Okay.
So my mom talks Spanish with them.
So they kind of like would know too if like they would get around maybe.
I think they understand more than they can speak, it.
yeah.
And my brother's like that. So, because my parents were like, how the fuck are you going to go to Mexico and not understand shit? And he's like, I just need to know una torta.
Yeah, that's crazy. Your brother one is crazy to me because we're first generation.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
I feel like we get like I feel like it cuts in half every fucking time. Like we get half of it, and then your kids will get like a quarter of
Bro.
what, like your parents
Or
do.
like their half even half
and
it.
then after that, you're just screwed. They don't know shit.
All my
that's
mom's family, like, they don't really speak English. And they keep telling me, hey, you and Gerald need to do the fucking podcast in Spanish so we can listen. But this guy's not confident.
Well, hey,
bro.
remember that's what
I don't wanna do it
It might be
again.
it might be expensive, but that's what Mr. Beast is doing now. He's putting all of his YouTube
translators.
are dubbed now into Spanish, Portuguese, and like all other stuff. So he
Yeah.
like has different accounts in different languages now. Even,
Yeah,
which
he's
is
translating it. It's just I don't sound. I feel like can't speak the way I speak
pronounce it.
in Spanish. No, I can pronounce shit. It's just like the way I come off, the way I talk, like the way my vocabulary works doesn't translate right. I'll just sound weird saying it in Spanish.
Yeah, he doesn't feel confident in his performance.
Well, do you think you sound the same in Spanish and English?
I think I could, yeah.
No fucking way,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
No, like you can say it. I have confidence that you can say it. I just don't have confidence that you can like convey the same emotion you do in English that you would in Spanish.
I really think I can, because I'd probably be speaking Spanglish.
What the-
It's enough so they can understand, you know? Like,
Well, that's
I'd be
like what
"Este
Tom
güey es
Segura
un
does.
puto,"
Right?
you know?
yeah, but you see how even that like didn't sound as if you would have said it like.
Well, yeah,
this guy's a fag.
I didn't give
Like, it
my
doesn't
full
sound as-
effort right now, bro. Come on.
Give us. Let's hear it.
All right. Este
say
güey
that
es un
part.
pinche puto, cabrón.
Oh, Gerald, translate.
Did you feel the difference?
He said this guy's a fag or a bitch, depending on your take on puto.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing, bro. Like it can be translated
The transcript's
so many ways.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't speak fucking like proper Spanish. We speak like
Because
Mexican
Mexican
Spanish.
people, dude, fuck, bro.
See,
Slang.
I love that though for you guys though. Like,
So your dad's Mexican?
Yeah.
All right, so
He was half Mexican, half white, and my mom's half Japanese, half white.
did you go through that shit? Because I don't know if this is just Mexican people, but like your parents be making fun of you if you talk shitty Spanish. Like you say one word wrong, and then they all laugh at you.
See, my dad. I think that's my. It went wrong with my dad because my dad, like the generation thing, right? He kind of didn't pursue it. Like I think all of his brothers and sisters were better at Spanish, but he's just like, I think he could only understand in a way, but he's like, I didn't really. So he didn't have any interest in teaching me. So I was already fucked.
That makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
But
And
like
then a lot of our generation's kind of bitch made because they take it personal and like their parents make fun of their Spanish and shit. So they
Yeah.
stop trying to learn it.
Well, it's not even.
Okay.
I don't even think it's because it's a one-time occasion. It's because they fucking make fun of it every time. Like people get self-conscious without even realizing that you're self-conscious. Because like my little brother, right, for instance, like he'll say something in Spanish, and my whole family laughs because it's funny because he pronounced it wrong and it just makes you laugh. But then he'll do it again, and then like over a year, let's say he did it 20 times, then he's gonna feel like I'm not gonna try
I don't
anymore.
want to do it, yeah.
I see. You idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes everybody else laugh.
He's right though. I don't think they do it on purpose.
So that's
I
why
think
that's why I would say your brother Victor like doesn't try to speak it as much because he also feels a little. You get that fucking thing where your uncle's gonna talk some shit.
yeah, that makes sense.
Like our uncles be talking shit, bro.
Our uncles were weird, bro. They used to pull on our ears and shit.
Uncles are hilarious.
Yeah.
They're so funny, man.
It's funny because my uncles, because my mom is his dad's sister, right? So like,
Okay.
from his perspective, it's like his aunt, but for me, it's like my uncle.
It's okay.
So like, his dad and my other uncle at parties, bro, they be fucking dancing like this really weird like. It's super dope. They do like a slow fucking, I don't know, like a
They all do
robot
karaoke and shit.
dope ass dance shit, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
Straight
Yeah.
from the 80s.
They're not even
They
drunk,
don't-
dude. They're just doing it.
Yeah, you could-
Hell yeah.
It's dope. You could record that shit with any soundtrack, and it would sound dope.
I always feel like an uncle. I always want to learn how to play an accordion.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be dope, man. You don't hear accordions in like American like pop music. I think they need to bring the accordions in. There's always saxophones.
Something.
Is accordion the Mexican saxophone?
No,
It's the Mexican. No, it's the Mexican
Bagpipe.
keyboard.
piano bagpipe.
Yeah.
It's like American people put the piano guitar together, and we did the piano bagpipe.
It's like it's like Mexican culture too to have like uncles that all play different instruments and shit.
I know. And then they always sit like they could sit in a circle or just like and they just jam out.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
cool. I wish I could do that. I think Mexican music too makes me so happy. Like I said at a taco truck and they just have it playing. It's just like it's a fun vibe, but just like it's just happy. It's
It
pure
is
happy.
upbeat, yeah, very upbeat.
It's the feeling, yeah. It's got I don't know how to explain it, but like they make the accordion not suck.
It's like yeah,
Well, because you hear an
That's
accordion
fucked
in
up,
like
bro.
polka or some shit, that shit's trash.
that's fucked up.
It's trash
In
Yeah.
polka music,
Yeah, not.
not
Still
Spanish
happy.
music.
It's still happy.
Yeah, but it sounds like you could put it behind like if there was a clown walking down the street, you would put like polka accordion behind him, and it just look funny.
Okay.
But if you put Mexican accordion behind him,
Isn't it an accordion in like Shrek when they're like, "Do log is"?
I think so. Wipe your face.
I haven't seen Shrek in years, dude.
Fuck, dude. I don't know why it's like a little kid thing to like get obsessed over a movie and then you watch it 600 times.
You ever watch something that you loved and then you watch it a second time and
It
you're like, this
wasn't
shit was
great.
ass.
Yeah.
No,
No, you
Yeah.
haven't?
The Three Ninjas.
Oh, no, you had that experience,
Yeah.
dude? No.
You like that movie?
I love it, but
It's
I haven't.
such a good
I
fucking movie.
Well, I haven't watched it back.
yeah,
No,
don't
it's dope.
watch it back.
No,
Don't
it's
watch
Oh,
it back.
wait, which Three Ninjas?
all three of them.
Because the number one is I hate when they switch the kid.
They switch them in all three movies.
Yeah.
The only one
Oh,
who
do
stays
they?
the same
It's
is Colt.
Yeah, Colt.
Colt's the best one though.
Colt's
He's the
badass.
best one.
I love
yeah.
Colt.
I love the movies, but it's just
The
like
one with Hulk
you go
Hogan.
rewatch it and it's like hiya, and like they're not hitting shit.
I never seen anything like that because when I love something already, like I feel like I'm so fucking nostalgia blinded, like fucking beer goggles,
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit. It's
But when's
good.
the last time you watched the Three Ninjas, bro?
That time we talked about it. Because remember we talked about that shit, and he's all like, "Nah, man, the Three Ninjas sucked," and I was like, "I just rewatched the Three Ninjas."
Ah.
And
I love
it's
the
shit,
storyline,
bro.
It's
on
just like
Netflix
the
now.
acting sucks.
Even the acting doesn't bug me.
See, I love, dude, Three Ninjas. I used to, when I all the time going to Blockbuster Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
Three Ninjas right off the bat. Just like go,
Sick.
then like Mighty Ducks maybe, or go to like Game Crazy and just like always just beat a game and watch a movie.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, any movie that's a Disney movie with real people, the acting's fucking ass.
Yeah.
But your nostalgia blocks that out, you know? Like, it's totally cool. Like, the Mighty Ducks, the acting is trash, but the movie's fucking awesome.
And then it's funny. It's like a time capsule too, because like they're dressed in the clothes, and like you see and even catch stuff in the background of like arcades or like just something like nostalgic stuff, like you're saying. I was thinking, I had a thought too, when like cosplay, instead of dressing crazy, what if like you pick a random pedestrian on the street and you just make it up, like, I'm dressing up as this guy, but you're still cosplaying. It's a loophole.
There's people who do subtle shit, and you're like, are you really cosplaying? Like one dude dressed up like Randy Marsh, right?
Oh, nice.
But in real life, all that is like a white shirt and a blue like what's this called?
Blue button up. I don't know.
It's like a blue button up, but
thing.
like the fucking redneck shirt, bro.
Oh, a wife beater.
No, not a fucking wife beater, bro.
My bad.
No, man, those fucking shirts that are they got like squares on them all the time.
Oh, a plaid shirt.
Plaid. It's like just a blue plaid shirt, bro. That's all he wears with jeans.
And then a mustache.
Yeah, and the mustache, and like so you look at him and you're just like, this motherfucker's just wearing a blue shirt.
It's because you gotta like cosplay as like a specific version of him, right? So you show up with a hippity hop. And you're bouncing on your own balls.
And then you just talk like, Stan.
Yeah, you gotta talk like
it'd be funny to go as like cosplay of Lord. As
damn.
Lord, I'm Lord. That shit was hilarious.
I fucking live in nostalgia, bro. Like I rewatch shit that I've seen years ago, and I still love it all the time. I rewatched the first season of Pokemon the other day.
No,
I give a
don't get
shit.
me wrong. I love it, but I can also sit back and be like, damn, that was shit, but I still love it. You know?
Well, that's what I love about like your guys' podcast. Like it brings stuff that I always think about stuff, but then you even like Dumbledore even more stuff out of my head. Like, oh shit, that was in my memory. Like I totally forgot it. Like when you guys did the Disney original movies and stuff, like the Cook Off and like all those stuff.
Yeah, the ones on Disney Channel.
Yeah, like
Those
Don't
were
Look
so
Under the
good.
Bed. That was my favorite one ever.
Fuck yeah, dude. With it, that's the one that had the boogeyman, right?
Yeah, and then like it was her imaginary friend that turned into the boogeyman, and I was like, God damn, like throwing eggs on the car.
Shit's
Like,
crazy.
but like that kind of stuff, like I just love stuff like that. So it makes me happy just like listening to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Disney original movies, like even they don't even do the wand thing as much, but like it's different though because everything's like streamed now.
Yeah.
So we can't have that. We can't wait for long ass stupid commercials. Of course, there's ads, but it's like us. Like we waited on a Saturday night or a movie. Like, oh shit, it's coming out, so we got to watch it.
Yeah, I think the generation of like cable TV is kind of dying out.
I know.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's okay because it does suck. Cause like waiting, but like it's just the thought of like even like Saturday cartoons, like watching Dragon Ball Z every morning, like eating a bowl of cereal.
Hell yeah.
Dude, with fucking cheesy ass shows back in the day, felt like they had real purpose. You know, we've talked about this before when we brought up like Full House and shit. Like, you get real life lessons out of our shows.
There's always life
But
lessons.
you watch the new Disney shit and it's like there's no life lessons. It's kind of like
content.
Yeah, it's kind of like, let's talk about cyberbullying, and you're like, what, bro?
What the fuck?
Fucking give me some family values, bro, so my kid can watch it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that you guys are saying that because I kind of had like a full circle moment where I'm like, fuck, my kid the other day, he asked me to play something for him. It was like Detective Pikachu, right?
Oh,
Where
nice.
like before you'd have to wait for it to come on TV, but now you can go pay like $3 or $4 and fucking stream it.
Oh, yeah, you're like, let me go look at an app, see which one has it.
Yeah, or which one has it for free or whatever. Yeah, because it's crazy to see them evolve too and start liking shit you like. Because I got my son really into Pokemon, and I tried to get them into it before I was like,
That's so cool.
when they were younger, and that fool watched like the whole fucking Ash Ketchum like fucking series in like
Damn,
a
he
week.
went
He
hard.
went ham, bro. And then he's telling me all this shit. He's like, "Oh shit, do you remember this part?" And then we watched Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon the movie 2000, and then Pokemon the third movie.
It's 2001 with Entei.
2000 is the one with Lugia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Entei's the third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
2000 is the one where when you went to theaters, they gave you the Pokemon card, the Mew.
So
Yeah,
dope,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
You still have it?
No, he
No?
does.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Didn't you
Yeah.
have it?
I had it, bro. I had a bunch of like Pokemon cards, and right before this spike, I went and sold them. And they would have probably been worth like 10 times what I sold them for. Yeah, it sucked ass.
If not 10, at least fucking like triple.
Yeah, at least. But whatever, you live.
That's what I know. That's what I try to, like, you can't know everything. You'll be a crazy person if you know everything.
Yeah.
So you got to like accept it. Be like, okay, that's a dope thing that happened. I did have it, but yeah, it is. It's a good attitude to have too, because some people like just destroy themselves.
Yeah. I like to bring it up because it's like a good story, right? But I'm not like, fuck, you know?
That shit was hilarious because he sold it and literally the next week he comes over and he's like, did you see what fucking Logan Paul did? Like the price is spiked up. And I was like, oh, dude, that's
yeah.
I swear, some people just move the needle of the world.
Yeah.
Like, if someone mentions it just skyrockets.
It's crazy, man. Yeah. Because even that guy that owns all the Charizards, he tried to sell them to the Pawn Star guys. They're like, nah, we don't. They would have like 10 times their money.
Fucking pawn shops.
Yeah, fuck pawn shops.
I loved pawn shops as a kid.
It's good buying stuff, bad giving stuff too.
Yeah.
My mom used to take us there all the time. You know how like pawn shop, like the electronics at a pawn shop,
Yeah.
like, just shit thrown in baskets everywhere.
And there's always one Guitar Hero on the wall.
Yeah. The Guitar Hero, and then all the games are behind the like glass. I remember fucking walking through there all the time trying to find like dope ass Game Boy games.
Yeah.
You could buy them for like $3-4.
Not anymore, man. Fuck.
Not
Dude,
anymore.
did you guys ever have a PSP?
Yes.
My not shout out to Aaron, but it's my friend Aaron, a neighborhood friend. But he held my PSP and he dropped it on my kitchen floor and it just broke.
Fuck.
And then I'm one of the guys that don't like retaliate or get angry. I'm just like, as it is, like it is what it is, but I get very sad.
Yeah.
But then that's when it broke. But like I had I even had 300, like, which is a crazy.
The movie?
No, like the movie, but the game too, like from Fred Meyer. I went to Fred Meyer, bought it. But like, I had Dumb and Dumber, like all these funny movies and games. But I'm just like, and then I never got it back because PSP was like expensive. I'm not gonna have my mom buy me another one because I broke. But like, PSP's like that was my favorite thing ever.
When I got my PSP, it was such a like crazy moment in my life.
Like I made it.
Well, no, it's just like so my cousin Jimmy. His dad is our uncle, and he's really successful, right? He has a successful business, makes money, does good and shit. And his son had a PSP, and we were in California visiting them, and like I was fucking playing that shit every day. Like I wasn't even enjoying my vacation. I was just sitting there fucking playing the game right now. So I'm with him and my cousin, and we're just driving along, and then he pulls over to the store, and he's like, I gotta go inside real quick. I was like, all right, cool. So we're in the car chilling, and then he comes back and hands me a new PSP.
What? Damn, dude.
And he just bought me one, right? And like,
that's fucking
it's just like one of those moments that like sits with you, You're like, oh.
Did you almost cry?
Dude, I probably did cry, dude. I was fucking like 12.
I would have cried.
Shit his pants.
I don't know how old I was.
He had a diaper on. It's
like,
cool.
I cried out my ass.
I was like, this is fucking sick, And then like, I don't know. I don't know if he did it at the spur of the moment or if he had a plan or whatever, but it's definitely dope. And it's one of those things that you really appreciate. I fucking loved my PSP. My whole fucking sophomore relationship with my girlfriend, I communicated through my PSP.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because I didn't have a phone, so I had to MySpace that shit.
Yeah, you could go on dude. Don't even get me started on MySpace. That's my favorite social media thing of all time.
Even now, have you tried getting on there?
Yeah, it's like music
That
stuff,
shit's
right?
fucked, yeah.
It's not this. Well, like even like I was talking to my girlfriend about it. Like it even taught you a little bit about coding.
Yeah,
you like put your background and stuff. Like it was ahead of its time. It's just probably other companies buy it out, but like MySpace was so dope.
Tom just fucked it up. He just wasn't the right guy.
Have you seen Tom's Instagram? He's like a photographer now.
I think Instagram is stupid as fuck, dude. People tell me sometimes to be like, oh, like add me on Instagram, and I'm just like, bro, I am never on fucking Instagram, dude.
Do you like Instagram?
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a whore on social media. I just use everything.
I mean, I use everything too, but fuck.
My least favorite social media platform is Twitter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I use Twitter, but the algorithm, I messed my algorithm so much where it's just like all like NFT stuff. But like, so I'm not getting like crazy bullshit and all that. So, but I probably use Twitter the most, and then Facebook.
I fucking love Twitter, but I don't even use it as social media. Like, you
just
get on
scrolling.
You get on your Facebook, anything else, you're like, you can talk to people, shit. Like, I think of it as social media. But I get on Twitter and I'm just like, this is the news, and I just fucking scroll through all the shit. Like
they tell you the real news, and you see real shit going on. Like,
yeah, I love because like it's so current. They'll be like, this just happened. Tweet.
I get everything off TikTok now. To be honest,
I don't trust the fucking TikTok people.
I almost wanted to buy stock. Because like the stock, I wanted to buy stock in TikTok because it's owned by like a very big, like not. I don't think they're from China, but it's a big company.
Yeah.
But like everyone has TikTok.
Everybody
has TikTok.
I never saw myself having TikTok. It was so crazy when I
think the problem with TikTok for me when I like look at it as news is that like if you watch one video just long enough, then you'll keep getting like that kind of bullshit, bro. Because I watched one video. I scrolled through, cougars, fucking like old ladies who try to hook up with young dudes.
Yeah.
I saw one video of a lady who was a cougar who like was explaining how she like gives all her kids like all her guys money and shit and like supports them. And it was so interesting, right? Fucking 15 seconds of my life. And then I scroll by the next day and my fucking feed is full of cougar shit.
I hate that.
And I was like, what the fuck did I just do, them? Bro?
I could have liked one hot girls video 2 years ago and it's still just like, you still like hot girls? I'm like, no,
dude, I fucking clicked on one of those viral dances that they were doing.
Yeah.
One time I liked it and then fucking a million of the same fucking dance. I got so sick of it.
I might have to like write a letter. I'm like, can you change a little bit? Because I'm like, you're trying to get me in trouble here. Well, like, I swear to God.
They threw the not interested button on there. Have you seen that?
Oh.
Yeah.
I clicked on that shit like 10 times the other day. I was like, I don't want to see this shit ever again.
You're like, cougars, still interested.
Maybe. It's a maybe.
They are interesting though. Like if you ever like had the chance to talk to one of the ones that's like a rich lady who really has
so
like
nuts
5 dudes she supports with like 30,000 a year, whatever the fuck it is. It's crazy.
Any cougars listening, if you want to get on the show.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor the show, Gerald will
or
sleep
even like
with you.
a fucking like a sugar daddy, like a dude who like takes care of girls just
and
like
what goes
for being
through,
rich.
Yeah, like what goes through your mind? Like, do you want it?
I wouldn't mind talking to one of those guys.
Imagine
like, probing why he does it.
Yeah, like I mean, there has to be something like why, like or like just simply why does he enjoy it?
No girl locally who was doing that shit. Like there's a website I guess you can sign up for, and then rich dudes are like, all right, I'll take care of you. And she was like partying downtown at the hotel and shit, and the guy was paying everything. And I was like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, all you gotta do is let her like basically hang out with him and like touch his hand all sensually and shit. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, some of them don't even want to sleep with them, bro.
No, they don't.
The cuddling one.
They just want company.
Like they pay you to cuddle.
Jesus.
That'd be crazy.
Put my dentures in.
They pay you to be interested in them, bro, because they're not interested.
Leave the dentures out, girl.
That's wild.
So no, that's how on TikTok the videos I hate too is like some guys like he has to tap to 1 million, but then if you pay him to reset, he's like, oh my God, don't pay me, guys, please. He's like, and I'm like, what kind of shit is this?
And then you find out it's some factory in China where like they're making them to do that shit.
Or like poor kids are like paying, like grabbing credit cards and paying like, oh, I reset them. Ha.
Well, they're full of shit, because you want to get paid. I hate shit that you can just right away tell you're full of shit.
Yeah, and then I think I'm a little more furious because I'm like, why didn't I come up with that?
If any rich cougars are listening, I would like to start a selfie place. I think that's the next big thing, bro.
Yeah, it's called OnlyFans.
No. It's like literally like a place you go to and they got a bunch of like set up stages with like where you can go and take selfies and shit. Yeah, it's really popping off right now.
Like a selfie building?
Yeah,
it's like instead of a VR place, we just go take selfies.
Yeah. Dude, the guy I watched on TikTok, he's super successful with it.
What?
Yeah, he just does like a cloud room and then there's like a swing room and
that's the kind of shit where like that guy had a great idea and then other people who try to do it, they're gonna suck at it.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. The world we live in, especially with the growth here, like you were saying when we were kids, like it was cool to be out and doing shit, but it's grown so much here and it's gotten so unsafe. I don't feel comfortable like with my kids doing that shit.
Doing what?
Like going out and being around in the neighborhood by themselves and shit.
Oh, really? It's that bad?
Yeah, because even last night, dude, we were out till like midnight because we went out to eat and shit. And I got home and there's like these sketchy ass cars. Probably some dude getting head like right next to the park and shit. And it's dark as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think I relate to it, man.
To the head?
No, to just like I don't think I'd care.
Do the what?
I don't think I'd care.
Yeah.
Like, I understand sketchiness because like if something's really sketchy, you're like, fuck that. I ain't going over there. You know what I mean? But like in terms of like if like kids, I feel like once they hit like fucking 13 and shit, don't let them fucking go miles away. But like let them
in the neighborhood.
Let them explore the neighborhood. Like,
I feel like
some of my greatest stories are exploring the neighborhood.
Well, like, is it? I feel like has the world always been sketchy? We're just more aware because, like, when we were kids, we walked around.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. No.
It's always been sketchy, dude.
No. Because with the population growth here, I think more sketchy people have moved in. Because it really felt like a safe neighborhood, and now you hear about stabbings, killings, fucking wrecks every day. Like, you never heard about that shit.
I think it's because your ears are more open to it, right? Like, if I lived in your neighborhood, I would not know that shit at all. But you have to be open to it because, like,
I think I'm more aware of it, because of my family.
But it's also, like, you could also argue that it's safer because you can, like, equip your kid with, like,
a phone
or, like, even an air tag in his backpack, and then you know where that motherfucker is the whole time.
Yeah.
And as soon as you know, because he can contact you. It's just like,
I mean, I really think it's all about experience and shit. Because like, this guy probably drives like 2 miles a day because his work's so close and shit.
Okay.
But I told him that, I drive a lot more because I drive from Meridian or Boise to Nampa every day and shit.
Yeah.
So I think it's all experience.
I think it's my personal experience in life though. Like some of the coolest shit that I remember is like going out and just doing shit here locally. Like I know these streets like the back of my hand because I've lived in the same area since I was fucking 13.
Yeah.
So like you ride your bike, you know everything around here, and you kind of feel like impenetrable in like that little bubble as a kid. Like when I'm 15 and I'm on my bike, like I feel like if I wanted to, I could fucking commit a crime at a gas station and then beat the cops through the neighborhood to my house, and they wouldn't know what the fuck happened.
Been plotting.
Yeah, But like,
I was a lot more innocent back then, but now it's like Santa Claus is like robbing U.S. Bank and shit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think I'm just more aware, bro. I think you're right. I'm just more aware of the shit going on because of my kids and stuff. And yeah, I mean,
well, you gotta wait till your kids have the confidence, because like, when there's like that moment, I feel like where you personally you were like, all right, I'm old enough to fucking do something, and then you tell your parents, and they're like, no, you're not, and then you're like, yeah, I am. I feel like I can do it.
I might just be perspective, bro.
Yeah. What a weird.
Because I've talked to other parents too, and they feel the same way. Like they feel like when we were growing up here, it was a lot safer. Like you didn't hear about as much shit going on, but now it's like elevated. But it could be what you said too. Like maybe we just weren't aware of it because we were kids,
Yeah, like just not naive, but like I don't know, like we're conscious enough like to know like what's going on. Like if it's bad, we don't skip to it.
Well, there's always that one thing, you'll be like, oh, that guy, that one house, fuck that.
Yeah,
don't go over there.
Don't go.
But I feel like everybody always knows that.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're like, don't go to that house.
Yeah, I think we've been living in our neighborhood for like 4 or 5 years. The first 2 years it was sketchy as fuck because like the house in front of us always had like sketchy people coming through, and I guess they were selling meth. And they got raided by like SWAT one day, bro.
Dude,
that shit was wild.
Dude, I had a house raided by SWAT in our neighborhood. It was crazy.
Holy shit!
My mom's all in through binoculars to the window, like looking at it. She's like, "It's happening."
My brother came upstairs and he's like, "Hey, there's fucking SWAT in the front house." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And it's like 4 a.m.
Damn,
it was wild, man.
That'd be nuts. I'd shit myself. I was a part of a SWAT team. Rainbow Six, man.
Dude, with Pablo's kids, I think like the one that's really gonna test their like parenting is the middle kid, because like he seems so outgoing now, and I feel like he's gonna hit that stride that like his brother hit, Victor, where he's got like a lot of friends. He's like really sociable.
Okay,
and he's gonna want to be doing all kinns of shit, and Pablo's gonna be like, "Listen, man, you're not going camping in the woods for no fucking weekend."
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, "But Dad, like, come on, my uncle did it."
I know, right? That's gonna be the hard thing. Like, I know you did it. Yeah. Like, it's like shit.
Yeah, he's the one I'm gonna have to worry about, like 16 and pregnant and shit.
What the fuck?
See, my parents, my mom, they were 15, and then they had me when they were 16 in the hospital. Like, so I always like mess around with them, like, hey, I didn't get pregnant, sucker. Like I beat you.
It's kind of dope though, being young and having kids. Because like I was telling somebody yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna be 40 and have like 20-year-old kids.
No, I know my mom's only 44.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, dude. Then you can go out and enjoy your life, and the kids are out of the house, and like go visit Japan, bro.
And you're still, when you're older too, you're not old, so you could have fun with your kids, like
exactly.
There's fucking people that do that with kids. They just got there. Oh, I'm gonna leave my kid at home with my mom.
Yeah,
they go to the club and shit.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's like why have a kid?
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I'm like, those are the bad parents.
I think it's cool. Like if you do it like once, this weekend I'm going out.
You're allowed to have
there's
some
some
fun.
motherfuckers that just like
constantly
are not raising their kids.
Yeah.
They're like 2-year-old, like one, like figure out what you want for dinner.
Yeah, there's no way, bro.
Just go. That's a South Park episode right there. Baby just
I hope
learned.
she doesn't listen,
probably.
but I don't even trust my mother-in-law with my kids.
Hopefully she doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, I don't even.
No,
I barely know her, and I don't trust her with your kids.
Damn.
Yeah,
The good old mother-in-law.
the monster-in-law, bro.
Monster-in-law.
It's a whole different. I don't know how Larissa, like your wife, feels about it, but like I feel like your mom, I would trust so much more than her mom.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm biased, bro.
And like,
you
what
just heard
is
the bad though.
Yeah, I only hear the bad. That's
and
why.
your mom's Mexican or she's like
as far as I know, yeah.
like because Mexican.
No, I'm just playing.
Mexican grandmothers are the best.
His
Yeah.
mom's Mexican, bro. Like she reps.
They like
Yeah.
cook chorizo and potatoes and eggs.
She doesn't even
Yeah.
speak English. Really. Well, she does, but she doesn't like to, right?
Yeah, she doesn't like to.
That's awesome. I love that.
She like knows more about soccer than anybody too.
Is she like? And then is she like 5 foot?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're
That's how it
explaining
is.
her right now.
That's how it is.
She like 5 foot. Yeah,
She does housekeeping.
Be like ding ding ding. Correct. That is correct. That'd be like Jeopardy. It just says Mexican grandmothers. Like Mexican grandmothers for 400.
I love my grandma, bro.
What is dyeing your hair?
I think I've told this story before, but like one time I would like my dad does landscaping, obviously.
Damn, for real, bro.
Ding ding ding.
My dad
All
owns
the
a
stereotypes
landscaping. He owns a landscaping company, so I was like landscaping since I was like 12, 13.
Ah,
And one summer, bro, I was like, I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna buy my parents like all their presents and shit. So I go to the store. I'm like, you guys can pick whatever you want. We pick it out. You know, it was at Ross and Nampa, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And so we go drop the shit off in the car, and we left one door unlocked.
oh.
And then we went into the mall. Come out, bro, and you can see people's footsteps. They opened that one door,
No.
jacked all the presents. And then my mom told my grandma, and my grandma's like, here's the money so you can make it up to your family.
Aw.
And I was like, damn.
Damn.
That's like Mexican grandma.
true,
Fuck,
yeah.
bro.
One's got to go. Mexican
Yeah.
grandma.
Dude, my mom thinks all of Nampa is like sketchy as fuck. I think like her favorite neighborhoods are like in Meridian.
Oh, dude, yeah. I like.
They're like newer looking and like or whatever because she thinks Nampa is sketchy and she thinks Caldwell is fucking ass.
Yeah, you guys are fucking tripping, dude.
Yeah.
Because like this area is sketchy. There's a strip club and a bar right there.
Yeah, but I've never felt unsafe.
This is
You
a
felt
fun time.
unsafe in your neighborhood.
That's how. Yeah, if anything pops up, I'm always gonna represent Nampa just because I love. Nampa
I love
my whole life.
Nampa too, bro.
But it used to be Caldwell was the shitty weird place, right? But now Caldwell's like advanced.
It's
now. They got,
turning,
like-
bro.
It's
I haven't
crazy.
been down there.
Downtown Caldwell is like a vibe.
That's
now.
where I did all my Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's like a
Walk
mini.
around, man.
It's a mini village, bro.
It is. It's
Caldwell?
cool.
Yeah.
Nampa's not doing it. Like we have the card from all.
I couldn't live in Caldwell.
God damn.
But I've only seen the
The
shitty
208
side of Caldwell.
district.
Yeah, the 208. A half of a building.
It's like I couldn't live in Garden City either. That place fucking blows.
My girlfriend hates Garden City.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Garden City.
But
Fuck
if
that
anyone's
place.
listening from Garden
I
City,
lived
please
down
let
there when I first moved here, and it's just like there was old people everywhere. It's not
Garden
even the same
City?
reason. Yeah, like other people were like don't like Garden City because they're like drugs and gangs and shit. But for me, it's like I was surrounded by old people when I was 12, bro. There was nothing to fucking do.
I don't
man.
think it's gangs.
They just got the
there.
Boise Fair and
No, it's
River
gangs,
Woods.
but it's like gangs that are like, it's like
The Northwest chapter of the Skinhead.
no, they're like gangs, but it's not like fucking California, you know. Like we say gangs, but it's like the gangsters that couldn't make it in California
gangs,
live in
man.
Garden City.
They're like G League.
Yeah, they're like they're the ones that weren't hood enough for California, so they moved over here to rep the fucking streets.
Fine,
Sorry,
I'll
bro.
show it here.
I think
And
I've
no
been
one,
confronted, dude. I got confronted in Nampa. I was wearing a red shirt.
no way.
I was at the roller rink. What's that shit called?
Oh, the roller dome.
roller dome.
I
Roller
went there
drum,
with my
roller
friends,
drum.
right? And I'm wearing a white shirt with like red roses on it. Not even a lot of red. And then my
Yeah.
friend's wearing a red shirt.
Yeah.
And we're with two girls, and then these kids walk up to us who are like 17, and at the time we're like 22, and they're fucking all dripped out in blue, and they're like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" And just to preface this, my friends are not the kind of people that you want to step up to like that because they like to fucking fight. They're like that kind of
Confrontation and
fucking
all
people.
that? Okay.
So like they step to my friend, and he's like, "What? I'll fuck all you guys up."
Damn.
He's like, I don't give a shit how old you are, right? And so like they're pushing him, and then I'm like, oh my god. And so you know, like I like skate over.
Yeah,
I'm in fucking roller skates, bro. Like first of all, if they push me, I'm gonna fall.
Gerald he roller skates and he goes, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, like, I'm saying, dude. Like as soon as I get
Blades of
there, like
glory.
it's not like I have balance. Like if a motherfucker hits me, I'm falling.
It's like your roll bounce.
But it was so surreal because I was all like, dude, I'm in Nampa. Like I know people say there's gangs, but it's like I always get that feeling like
You want a gang.
There's no real gangs.
Were you like a gang of 4?
Yeah, these fucking kids come up to me like they're like the most hood kids in the world, and I was just like, oh my god, we're about to beat up a bunch of little kids, dude. I don't feel good right now. But then they left because like my friend, like I said, had real aggression in his eyes. You know, like they looked him in the eyes and they were like, oh, this dude ain't playing.
Yeah.
And then they left. But I was like, what the fuck? We just got pushed up on by like little kids.
So you could, my approach, I'd like, if someone approached me like that, right, I'll just go like Forrest Gump style. Because no one wants to hit like a mentally challenged person. So I'm just like, and then they're just like, oh shit, my bad, bro. Or I'd be like, I'm colorblind. I didn't know this was red.
Just got like a handicap fucking placard on his necklace. And he just pulls it out under his shirt. Oh man, oh.
That's fucking dope.
I'm sorry, man.
What, my gray shirt?
Sorry,
what are you talking about?
This is brown. And then the kid's like, sorry. Sorry.
They just start apologizing.
That's wild.
Nope. But guys, we've been running at hour 10. But I could talk to you guys forever, all the time. But
What do you usually run?
whenever.
Oh,
But,
really?
yeah.
I got that same vibe when we did the Surface Wave podcast. They do like an hour,
Yeah.
right around an hour, right?
Yeah.
And they just kind of stopped, and I was like, "Oh, damn, we just kind of go until we're tired."
See, on your show too, like I'll probably go as long as you guys want. I got really no time. But it's like I don't know. I've been wanting to do a sweet spot too. I don't know what the sweet spot is. Like even like 2 half-hour shows even, or like 45 minutes.
I think for us, our sweet spot's like hit 130, 140.
Yeah, that's nice. Go like, or like you say, like Joe Rogan, go 3 hours.
Yeah.
We've gone 2.5.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I think the Joe Rogan ones are so like engaging, you know.
But
I don't like to stop it when the conversation's going so well.
Yeah, I know.
Because like when you're really talking, you know, you don't even feel like you're doing shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. One day, I'm just gonna totally just open up the schedule big time. Just like
Chocolate chip muffins.
do like chocolate chip muffins. Which I'm still gonna have one. And when you ate that cookie, that's my favorite type of cookie. For our listeners too, it's the frosted sugar cookies. And for some reason, every time I point one out, they're like, "Oh, I hate those cookies," but like I love those cookies.
What?
I know.
I feel like everybody I've talked to loves them.
No, I've had the experience of people hating them too. They're like, it's just basically sugar, and I was like, what the fuck?
They probably had a bad childhood.
That one fucking imposter cookie, the elves one, right, with the chocolate stripes. But then there's there's a knockoff one, and it tastes nothing like it.
Dude, I hate when people are like, that's just all sugar. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I wasn't telling you to eat broccoli. It's a fucking cookie, dude. What?
It's you just look at it like it's a sugar cookie.
Yeah. It's like if I walked up to you and was like, dude, those hot dogs are this shit. And the guy's all like, but there's too much like hot dog in it. Well, what, bro?
It's not a cauliflower cookie.
Yeah, dude. What?
Cauliflower.
It's not a fucking piece of cabbage, you dumbass.
It's a sugar-free sugar cookie.
Eat that shit.
No, but I appreciate you guys doing the show with me though. I've been wanting you guys on for a long time, and it's just I'm glad we get to do this. It's cool.
Man, thanks for having us
This is
on.
the talking shit one, right?
Yeah, and I just
Talking shit's my motto.
It's a great. And then just like, and it's fun just keeping it local because I just love local. I don't know, local stuff's so fun, and like this to say, and it's Idaho, right? So it's not even like big artists comes here. Like Drake would never come here, right? But like having us just to seeing everyone grow, it's just cool.
Somebody said that, yesterday at the meetup we had. Mm-hmm. One of the brothers of like my sister's boyfriend or whatever, he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm like, bro, everybody has something to talk about. Everybody likes something. Everybody's into something. So
they're just shy, right? And but if you hit that anything in their head, like nostalgic Disney movies or the landscape, no pun intended, but like the whole broad, it's everywhere. You could talk about anything.
Dude, ideally, like, you know how we're talking and then like you hear one little thing and then you're like, oh, I have a story. And then you kind of work the story into the conversation. That's what I love. Because I think everybody's got an interesting story, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not like fucking generic ass shit you hear all the time where they're like, everyone's got a story. You can like, you know, like your struggle and shit. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, this dude's got a funny ass story of something that happened one time.
Yeah.
And I know it's good. I know he's going to tell it well because it happened to him.
Yeah. Only they know their story and they could tell. Yeah, exactly. I love that. Organic stuff. Just all organic.
Yeah. And everybody likes talking shit. So
yeah, talking shit's awesome.
Well, yeah, guys, make sure to follow them too, the Uneducated Duo podcast. On TikTok, too, that's what it's called too.
Yeah. On TikTok, it's just the Uneducated Duo.
Okay.
Because the podcasting we just did the first part.
And then you guys, if you just love any nostalgic stuff, we're just like debating and stuff. We're just listening to you guys talking. It's the greatest thing. I love it.
Or like our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just two dudes fucking giving the take on the news. with bullshit added in.
Yeah. And I like
Kinda
how you guys two don't have the same opinions all the time. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, he loves that shit. He likes going against my grain.
I don't like going against his grain.
Fuck yeah. My brother pointed that shit out the other day. He's like, no matter what you like, he fucking hates it.
Nah, bro. We agree on stuff. It's just that, like,
It wouldn't be a very good conversation.
Yeah.
So
it'd
it's
be
good.
boring as fuck if he just said something and I was like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. On the next one, you're like, cool.
I've always challenged people on shit. I just personally like challenging people on shit. Even if they, like, an expert. If I fucking met an expert of something, I would challenge him on his shit. And I'd be like, all right, bro,
I'm
prove
just
it
waiting-
to me.
I'm waiting for that
Convince me
moment,
you're
you
an
know?
expert.
When he pisses me off and I put him in the walls of Jericho.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, the walls. I'm just going to reverse it, bro.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you having us on. And
Yeah, definitely. Make sure to listen to the show, guys. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
peace.
Fucking applause.